Alright, howdy everyone, this is Invasion. So, here I am, doing this. I posted a video today, so if y'all haven't seen it yet, you should definitely check it out. It's about them dwarves that I made. Alright, so, I think I'm going to try to do these like as fast as possible. Like, I have a whole gosh, my internet issues. It crashed just before then, but I'm gonna see if I can hopefully do a little bit of this. Alright, so let's go to people. Alright, so I'm gonna see if I can like just sketch these out. Like not sketch these out, but like try to do these faster, because I used to do streams where I focused on doing things in like 5 minutes or less. And I feel like I've fallen out of fashion for that, so I'm gonna do that. And I think that should be fine. Alright, so there, that's pretty good. I didn't do the irises yet, but that's alright. Alright, so let's see. Didn't do the backgrounds either, but that's fine too. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, the ears are kind of like that, so we can just do that. I'm gonna see, like, oh, sup, Hip, welcome to the stream. Alright, I'm going to see if I can make like these in 5 minutes or so. You know what, I like to have the eyebrows kind of deform the face a bit. So I'm gonna do that instead. I'm gonna have this and that for the ears. And it's not like I can't go back and add some more detail if I want to. I'm just probably not gonna want to. Alright, so that's fine. Let's also do the ears. Not the ears, that's already done. The hair, I mean. Alright, so let's do that. And then this. And as you can see, like her hair is kind of fashioned like her antennas. It is a pretty common hairstyle amongst the fairies. Alright, so we got this here, that there, and this here. Alright, so let's just add that. And let's actually just do a bit of this too. Also got some different music on here. Alright, so let's see. Right, so here we are. Let's go ahead and do this. Alright, so let's do this on that side too. I can get away with just having it cut off to right there, and that's good. Alright, let's see. That's fine. Let's do that like so. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so we're gonna do this. Alright, this should be fixed to that. Alright, other than that, that should be fine. I'll just leave that there and remember it later, hopefully. Because the lower arms are drastically smaller than the upper arms. Alright, so just 5 minutes and I've done quite a lot, so that's pretty good. Alright, so let's do that and that. Let's just have some flip from there. And I can just redo the letters another time. But let's see. So, to be good, let's also do that. Give her a nice smile there. I like to grab some of the mistake lines and just add them into the piece, make them more intentional. Just like it that way. So in a way, it's not a mistake anymore. So let's do that, and okay, that was random. Alright, and this was a nut, so let's just do that right here. Alright, so got one panel basically done in under, what's it, I do some of the backgrounds. Let's leave the background out of it for now. For my own reasons, but I should try to avoid adding anything to the background for the time being. So we got that, that's good. Alright. Let's go to the outline. And I should still be able to just draw for the background itself. It's kind of that. I kind of want to do an experiment though. Because if I change the aspect ratio, it could throw up on the sword shade in theory. Is it worth doing? Alright, if no one shows up by the 10-minute mark, then I'll try it out. Knew that would happen. I've been rewatching some, not rewatching, but watching the new Wednesday, and it's okay. It's not as good as the first season, but it still works just fine. So we're gonna do that, this, and this. Okay. And that minute flew by, didn't it? Alright, so let's see. Plus, it could be interesting to see if the aspect ratio would change things. Which could be an interesting sight to behold. Alright, I changed the aspect ratio. I don't know if it will work. Oh, alright, it adapted immediately. I wonder if folks go back to it, they would see like the aspect ratio as it was, or if it will change to this new one. Or whatever it is fascinating. Alright, so we're gonna go to here, and I'm gonna see about staying in the lines then. Okay, so that's good. Let's actually do the eyes. Eyes and mouth. So let's do that. Up. Why did I get the skin color? I did not want that. I wanted the eyes. Okay. So back to here, to here, to there. Let's get the teeth going. And that's fine for right now. I'll leave the antenna as is. And let's go ahead and go to this. Alright. I think for the parents, I'm just gonna do them by twos. Alright, so let's see. I'm not gonna reuse it or anything, but I am going to copy up these guys so that I can have a little reference photo of them for down here. Oop. Alright, there we go. That storyboard was drawn in the incorrect spot. So there, the under bubble, the over bubble. Of course, the over bubble. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of that and place it where it belongs. So copy, cut, and storyboard, and paste. There we go. Alright, to the people. Alright, so let's see about this here. But yeah, for rather obvious reasons, my channel has been starting to go down. But what is like a partial reason to that is the YouTube policy changes, changing so many nonsensical stuff. So let's see. Should actually make let's make it smaller anyway. So about there should be fine. And then right here should be fine too with him. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so let's do that. And let's make it on this side for that one. So do this for here. I should ideally signify running. Right, so let's do this. And if it crashes, it crashes. It is what it is. Right, so let's do that. I'm gonna change the shape of the head. Went ahead and tried restarting the stream, and still did not seem to work. Oh well. It is what it is, I guess. I'll just keep it going. Let's do that. Yeah, don't really know how to fix it, so don't even see the same tinge, so I guess that's that maybe. The stream hasn't ended yet, so I don't think it crashed. But maybe. Alright, so let's see. Alright, the stream overlay is gone, but alright, so it appears we are back. So that's interesting. Well, anyways. Right, so it seems as if the stuff goes like crazy in a different manner. Right. Well, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and do a different thing here. So one moment. Right, so from what I can gather, the differences go in a different way. Well, that was an obvious sentence. Right, well, anyways. let's go ahead and just do this up here. And let's see. At least it has like an instantness of whatever the stream is about. So let's do that, and then do that to about here. Gonna have this one like ball up their fish in a way. Alright, so gonna do that. And let's go ahead and add that there. Add some of this and some of that. I think I abandoned the goal. What the goal was for these fairy kids is that their eyes are supposed to be so big it's like they're popping out of their head. They're supposed to be like one of those stress toys that people squeeze until they blow up. But yeah. So we're gonna do that, and that's fine. Let me see what I have so far. Yeah, I feel like I can just make his cheeks a little bit bigger here. So let's do that. Then again, would that even look good? It's kind of like Jay Leno. Not that that's that bad of a 10, but this is a child, so... I don't know. I don't really draw human-like entities all that often. So this comic book was a nice challenge for that, while making it kind of easier to do because these aren't humans, so I can get away with doing a little bit more stuff that's easier for me. This is the sister got slapped with an ant. Kind of looks like a sausage or a poop, but I assure you it's an ant. These guys are 2 inches tall. Alright, so anyways. Wonder if I should like do the background instead. No, I don't want to. Alright, maybe. Alright, anyways, let's go and head back to this. Alright, so not sure how this works though. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. Gonna do that like that. Gonna actually increase the cheeks right there and decrease the cheeks on this side. Just cause I feel like that would be better. Alright, so that's fine like that. Let's make the brush a tad bigger to erase. But yeah, I got Animal Crossing music this time because I don't know, just felt like listening to some online internet music. But let's see. The little brother looks kind of messed up, but that's fine. he looks slightly cuter than her, which is kinda the goal, in my opinion. Yeah. This is basically their last day of fun in this comic. Stuff are going to go down in this very episode. Alright, so let's actually move him over just a tad. Oop. And let's see, I think that's fine. Actually, let's move it to about there. Alright, I was about to accidentally crop it. That would have been bad. Alright, so I'm gonna actually have his hands like sticking straight out. So I'm gonna see about doing that, and hopefully we can do a little bit of perspective in this. Just a tad, so that should be good. Just having like the lines go out just a tad is a little something to it. Yeah. Not too good at perspective or a lot of these things, but hey, this is a nice little learning experience for me. So let's do that and put that right there. There we go. And let's go ahead and do the same on this side. And so about here should be fine. And right there's actually no, 2 tick, 210. Alright, that's about right. And then right there should be fine. Alright, so let's go ahead and just copy a little bit of what I have on the other side and do that. Oh, that's finger is a little bit too small. Let's make it slightly longer. And there we go. Alright, so there we go, and we put that there. Yeah, this has been like a fun little experiment. Because I usually, whenever I stream, I don't do it in this format. I usually just go with the nice normal way. Don't know if that's considered normal anymore, but that's the way I like it. It's the old way, just the regular long video format. I think they call it horizontal. Horizontal, vertical. I get that mixed up on occasion, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that here. These arms are like way smaller than the other ones. Alright, so that's fine. And now let's actually extend this just a tad and put that to about here. That's good. And right there should be fine too. Actually, let's do that to about here. These fairies kind of like have a pseudo neck where it's like a neck but not really. So let's do that and that. Let's actually have that arm go about to right here. But this time his fingers are just about right there. Alright, so that's good, that's good. Let's give this boy his antennas. With these antennas, you can tell their age by the number of dots they have on them. Every single set of dots is basically worth 10 years of their life. So this girl is basically going to be between 10 and 20. So she has these 4 dots right here. And we go to her parents. This is them right here. Yeah, they're 3 dots, so they're 30 or 40. And so let's zoom on back down to here. Alright, so let's do their legs now. Alright, so let me just add one more flower petal to here. And since I have the skin already selected, let's just color that in. Just to have something to look at. Oh, and I messed up the mouth. Well, that's fine. So let's do that, that, and that. And let's also connect that to give a ton this time. Yeah, that's a funny word to say, ton. Alright, let me do that, that, and that. For a second, I forgot I closed her fist. Alright, so let's do that. And I wrote down these folks' names, but I forgot the names already. I haven't memorized them. But they are named after flowers, so that's that. Let me just go ahead and give them these. Give her this. Alright, boom, just like that. And then just call it that in. Right. I'm gonna see if I can like be speedy about it, because I managed to do this frame within 6 minutes, so I'm proud of that, because it usually takes me significantly longer. I'm not gonna do the background this stream, I think, but I might if folks want to see me do that for whatever reason. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the bottom now, so the belt and that. So let's do that, and legs are too long. The legs are kind of short. Alright, hello Invader, how are you? I am doing great, Ape Green. How are you today? Alright, so I have the... Oh, that's a nice leg. Alright, anyways. Let's go ahead and do that to about right here. Let's have this leg go to the back around yay long. Do that. Alright, that worked. And like that. And let's look at these shoes. Alright, brown. That helped me a lot, while also helping me very little. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. And let's do this too. I won't make it as long because this is going to be kind of behind him. And let's increase that to about there, and that should be good. Alright, so yeah, but hopefully y'all are finding this kind of interesting, or at the very least, you're finding it relaxing in a way. Alright, so let's make him a tad skinnier. This dude is under 10. And so these guys are all like under 2 inches tall. So this is a very small world I'm building here. So let's add that, add a bit of this, add some of that. Oh, it's a bit too big. Hi there, I'm here. Just got done with dinner. I'm glad I was able to show up tonight. Been busy. Well, welcome to the stream, Maddie Chu. How are you? And I like the new name change you have too, by the way. And so let's see. And so let's actually have the legs extend to about here. So about there should be fine, and then there. Alright, perfect. Alright, so we got this. And let's do that to about here. These flower petal type shoes. Right, so that's good. Let's actually, should I color it in? Yeah, let's actually do the parents first. Right. Basically drawing over my storyboards for the animation to see how I want it. Right. Yeah, I like it better than my old name. Does it look easier than my old one? I actually had like an easier time reading your old name, but I do like the font. The new name is good, but I prefer the old one, but the new one is pretty good too. So I like it. That reminds me of, let's see, what was it? There was this new type of chicken. I had some chicken from this awesome place called Panda Express. Now, this is gonna seem confusing, But shout out to Keo for the new name. And shout out to Keo. But yeah, this is gonna seem a bit confusing, but I tried some chicken from Panda Express, and I enjoy chicken. But this new chicken is so spicy, but it is so good. But there's also like this former chicken, this spicy orange chicken, and I just enjoy that ever so much. But I enjoy like the spicy orange chicken more than the new one. But I still enjoy like the new one a significant amount. So to the point where I order it almost every time too. So yeah, that's basically how I feel about your name. I know it doesn't have much to do with the name. I'm just giving that as an example. And it is a true story, by the way. There's this new type of chicken. I forget the name of it, but it is red. And I like it. But anyways, let's see. I am messing up this man's hair. But actually, I should redo that because I meant to do this in twos. So let's zoom that out of there. Alright, so how's it been today? Been busy with school. I've been doing pretty well, Maddie, too. Today has been like a pretty decent day as of now. So, yeah, things have been pretty relaxing. I haven't been in too much pain today, but everything's fine. So, how have you been with school? Did you take any, like, quizzes or something? I don't know if they still have that these days. I feel like they should, but who knows? They got all of this AI nonsense, so... Oh, do they force you to use that in school now? Like, I hear in some schools, they force people to do that, and I just don't feel comfortable with them just forcing the children to use AI. It just doesn't make sense to me. Let's see. Do these look fine? I think they look fine. Alright, so let's do that, and let's do that. So it's kind of like a focusing. Alright. Took 2 post tests. They were easy with math and science. I remember back in schools. I went to a whole bunch of schools, but I always liked math and science. Mainly math. I was very good at math. Let's see. I'm not as good now, but I'm still relatively okay. I'm okay if you compare me to a kindergartner. But to an adult, I don't know. Like, since you're, I like science more, honestly. That's cool. Like, since you're currently in high school, you're gonna know, like, just about, like, all the questions more than I ever could. I was done with it a while ago. Not too long, but long enough to forget many of the things. Alright, so let's see. Let's get his antennas out. Oop, and bam. And let's do his... Would that even matter from this size? Because the comment page is gonna be yay big. I'm still gonna do it. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. Don't have to focus too much on the details since it's gonna be tiny. Remember the fact that I graduated in 2026. So yay. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, I think it's Dynamite Chicken. Oh, thank you for telling me 8th grade. This chat is significantly smaller than the normal chat. I don't know. So it's much easier to miss stuff. So let's see. Do you like it better? Like, that's true. Dynamite Chicken. I think that's it. I think I'm all caught up. Excellent. Alright, so let me remind you guys to, like, please like the chat because it helps it get a little bit more popular. I mean, like the stream, but hey, if you like the chat, feel free to like the chat. I don't know if you can like the comments on the chat, but who knows? I haven't watched them in a hot minute, but One guy that I used to watch stream a bunch was Nathan Barnett. He's this like cool YouTuber that he's been doing YouTube for 20 years now. Older than like a whole lot of folks that currently does YouTube. Alright, so let me see. Let's actually... I know the 10 has it like this, but let's have the arm kind of like this. I'm gonna have these fairies, their arms, they look abnormally long. So let's actually make this slightly longer. Oh no, missed that up. Right. And let's go ahead and... Oop. Right, a little bit better. Okay. Alright, so that's fine like that. Let's make him have another seed in his hand. This guy, he's throwing seeds at his children. I don't know the exact brand of seed. I guess it could be a sunflower seed. Alright, but anyways, I need to like try to focus on doing these with just like finishing a panel in just 5 minutes. I managed to do this one in 6 minutes, and that's pretty good. I've been trying to do that for quite some time now, but it was never working out. Right, so let me do that, and let's have that one start launching right at the boy's head. Alright, so that's good there. Let's see. Let's actually have their other arms out like so. And we undo that and redo this. Now these are some really weird looking fairy creatures, if I do say so myself. And I pride myself in that. I enjoy them looking weird. Very, very much having an inhuman element to them. Because personally, I don't really like drawing humans all that much. I'm much more into drawing various other kinds of creatures. Right, so that's good. Let's have the seed kind of flying like that. Excuse me. Right, so we're gonna have the nut kind of like that. This, that. By the way, one movie that I recently saw was Sinners, and let me just say, if any of y'all have not seen that movie, go check it out, because it is so good. And let's see. That arm looks effed up. And let me see how it would look for there. Right, it could probably be salvaged if I do this. By the way, I don't know if you know this, Maddie, too, but I'm actually trying out the stream in vertical mode. Or is it horizontal? I'm pretty sure it's vertical. Alright, so let's see. That still looks kind of dumb. And let me see. Alright, let me try to shrink it a bit. I am trying quite a bit to make that look work, and it is not working out. But that's... You know what? That's just gonna look dumb no matter what, so I'm just gonna have that be there for now. I'll go back to it maybe. So we're gonna do that. Let's go and zoom down to right here, right here. I remember how to draw his clothes by now because I drew it so often. Alright, so we're gonna have that. And that should be fine, ideally. And that should be good. Oh, this guy, he's wearing like little wooden boots. Alright, so that should be good. Let's actually expand that just a slight amount. Now I see the issue. I gotta extend this just a tad. Decrease that. Do that to about here. And that's already looking better. And erase that because otherwise it wouldn't make much sense. Alright, way better now. So glad about that. Okay. And so he basically just threw a ball at his child's head. Right, so let's do the wins now. And I know it isn't the first time I drew this character flying. His name is Lavender, by the way. But it does feel like it's the first time I drew it. Alright, so we're gonna do that. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, so we're gonna do that. And then let's see. So I had like more to talk about other than like that thing, but let's see. Let's see. What is another thing that happened? I think they're trying to land on the moon again, so that's pretty interesting. So yeah, that's a pretty cool thing. They're actually trying to establish a moon base. So they could call it like the loony bin or something. That'd be kind of fun. So yeah, they're basically trying to establish this moon base, at least from what I hear. I'm not certain it even exists, but it does make sense. They're gonna like go on there and try to build all kinds of stuff on there. I feel like they should make, even though it makes perfect sense to put data centers up there, they shouldn't have any data centers up there, because if this AI turns evil, and we all know it will, we need to have humans like easily be able to get to it, to destroy it. And I just don't really see a human being able to get to the moon, not without it easily destroying the rocket. But you know how dumb humanity is, so it's just gonna happen. It's what's gonna happen. So let's see. And you're going to draw someone comment again. I could do some of that now if you like. I don't mind. Like, I don't have to do this right now. I can do it anytime. I can make a comment and I will do it in the next 5 minutes. In 5 minutes or less, I will do. Actually, but yeah. I think the main reason, like, why I stopped doing that, though, like, for the most part, Don't get me wrong, I'm not against doing it or anything like that. It's just that I stopped doing that because I never really got too many folks in the chat, so it just never really made sense to do it since it relied on the chat continuously talking. But yeah, that was why I haven't done one in quite some time. I think the last time I did it was a month ago or so. I drew like mostly Pokemon at the time. And alright, let's draw an angry mama. I'd like to have like eyelashes for the lady characters, the woman characters. So we're gonna have that here. Oh, hold up, Chucky, come here, son. Oh, this must be... Oh, Child's Play. Right, that's awesome. Yeah, hopefully the music is kind of relaxing. I did like different music this time. Alright. And so let's zoom out a tad and do the hairstyle. Oh, this one got quite an odd hairstyle, but that's pretty cool. It's kind of like a Marge Simpson type of cut. But yeah, if any of y'all want me to draw something 5 minutes or less, just make a comment and I will do so. Now to do the difficult thing on drawing a woman, because I am not good at doing that. So let's do that. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so that's good. Let's actually have another set of nuts being thrown. Actually, just one nut. Alright, so let's do the nut right there. Honestly, I was thinking about like making these characters a little bit more insect-like by not having like any of the female characters have breasts, because they are just very difficult for me to draw. Like, these look alright, but I feel like they usually look a lot better. Like if someone else were to draw them. Also, the eyes look a little bit too small, but that's fine. I knew I forgot I wanted to do something. Oh well, that's fine. Alright, so let's see. Let's actually do the waist a bit. She's a bit too skinny now, but that's fine. Let's do the arms to like here. Then do the hands. Cool. And alright, there we go. Alright, so now let's do the leg. See, I think I did the legs are slightly too long on the road. Alright, well, be careful, Galactic. Also, welcome to the stream. Like, be careful. Make sure you stay safe, Galactic. Alright, that's better because I don't want their legs to be too long. Even though this is kind of extending into the butt of it. Oh, you're with your parents. Oh, well, that's fine then. I thought you were driving for a bit. Alright, so let's see. Let me... Actually, this boot is a bit too big. Alright. Let's actually... Yeah, let's actually do that way. Alright, so about right here should be fine. Let's do that. But yeah, I got some Animal Crossing music for this one. It's not like I'm walking barefoot, you know. Alright. So let's see, I think this needs to be a little bit lower. So let's do that. Then we do that. Because I just feel like it should be a little bit lower. And let's see. That's right. Like, I always overthink these, so I should just change it out, I guess. Right. We can actually have her wings be, like, lower. So, like, she's flapping them at the moment. It's like a whole different way where I could just, like, do, like, 2 strands and then just have, like, these white lines appear so it looks like it's flapping. But I like to have the poses set specifically. Right. I I can't skip the music as easily for now, but it seems fine. The chat isn't displaying on YouTube. It's not my first time realizing this happened before. Yeah, it does that for me like a whole bunch. YouTube like censors a whole bunch of comments automatically if you say a certain string of words, but I have actively complimented people. Didn't use anything that could be misconstrued as an insult, and YouTube it'd still be censoring. So I don't even know what to say. YouTube be crazy. Alright, so let's see here. That's fine. Let's add another set of wins down there. There we go. Alright, now I can color them all. Let's do that. Alright, so believe it or not, I spent only 6 minutes drawing this. Yeah, I would believe it if someone told me that. This one took significantly longer. I was troubleshooting some stuff, but other than that, I felt like it was an upsetting amount of time. Like almost 4 times longer. No, TikTok is more censored than YouTube. I don't have TikTok. Yeah, I don't really use TikTok, so I just think that TikTok's annoying. Oh no. Goodness gracious. I don't know what even happened there. All of the lines were full, so yeah, let's see comments saying something. Like, what does that even mean? Yeah. Sometimes the comments I get are confusing, and that fucking 10 fell down again. Alright. Oh, that's that then. I'll have to fix that in a while. Okay. But yeah, this might be a pretty good format to do like one of those challenge streams. So next time I have the time, I should try to remember. Like, hey, make a 5-minute drawing stream and see if I can get it done. Alright, so let's see. Everything looks fine right here. Again, I need to forget the details. So like the spikes, they can wait. They can wait until I'm ready for them. Let's decrease the tolerance. Yeah, that's the truth. Yes, let me put that there, there, and there. Is hot as a that's finally. Alright, so got that. Let's just get the boys shit color. I must add, please like the stream so that it would help the stream grow a little bit more. By the way, have y'all ever seen like the Child's Play remake? The one where Chucky is a killer robot? You know this man had a belt. Yeah, there it is. Seen the Child's Play remake on Netflix before. Yeah, I saw it. It's currently on the television at the moment. And Chucky look ugly. But I'm glad for the Child's Play TV show, aka Chucky, that they actually managed to recreate how the doll originally looked. So I'm glad that they did that. I think season 3 got cancelled or something. I haven't heard from it. But it is near Halloween time, so I'll know for certain if I see no advertisements by then. But I'm still pretty certain they canceled it. And since I added a whole bunch of detail to this one, I'll just add detail after too. Mostly remake is poor imitation, but is it a good remake? Yeah, it's pretty good. They added a new take on it where instead of Chucky being created through a voodoo, they actually made it so he was actually made because an AI was glitching. Kind of prophetic in a way. Prophetic is, I know that's a word. I'm just don't know if I'm saying it correctly. But it is kind of like a prophet, so to speak. Them just like predicting how borderline useless AI would become. Alright, so let's do that there. How does her pants look? It's red. Let's get these nuts out. Got these nuts, and they are colored. Almost missed that, but got it in time. And let's also do the hair. One movie that I watched for the first time recently is Stand By Me. It's problematic. It's gonna happen today. Almost definitely. Yeah, it's already gotten so many folks killed. I think anyone who doesn't see AI as an issue yet, they're probably just too stupid to think. But it is what it is. Finally found the purple antennas. It's not quite purple, but it's not quite black either. So even though it's kind of dumb, and I should just make it all black, it would be easier. I just do that. And let's get her age lines out. Alright, that's good. Alright, let's get the blue out. And I want this one to have her eyebrows. I can actually just do the blue for her here too. I wonder if watch time counts in this format. It really ought to. To the simplicity on animation to make it less tedious for the animator. Yeah. For example, I was planning on doing an episode with these guys animated, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. But yeah, like as an animator, you just kind of pick up on what you're gonna need to simplify and what you don't. When it comes to the background, you go as big and bright and beautiful as you wish, but for the characters, there are some limitations you have to make in order to have them be the most ideal character they can be. Right, so that's good. You know, it looks like it's going after the boy's head, but I assure you, it isn't. Right. Just about all the fairies have a blue iris. Do these characters have names? Yeah, the husband is named Lavender. His wife is named Celosia, and I forgot the names of their children. I have their names written down somewhere. Fact is somewhere in the comment. But yeah. Yeah, that's that. She's very happy. Yeah, this is a girl. Name, put it on paper so you don't forget. I did. I'd forgot though. But yeah, they have names. I already wrote it down. It's just elsewhere. Looks very happy. Yeah, this is a boy and his sister. This one's the boy. I wonder if like watch time will count towards the stream since it's technically on the shorts feed and shorts views don't count for some dumb reason. If it doesn't, then this will probably be the last short streams. Let's see. Happened to me too. Yep. Alright, so we got stats. Almost everyone has their irises. So we're gonna just put that down to 2. Yeah, there were a great deal of like tins I was gonna like change about the fairies, but then I decided let's just give them regular adult human level intellect. Like since these guys are only 2 inches tall, I was going to make them like as smart as 6-year-olds, like the adult ones are as smart as them. But then I decided, that's a bit too realistic, so I just went with this. So Excuse me. Got the tongue collar. So here we go. Got 2 frames more or less done. There's still all kinds of character action that needs to be done, like in the background and stuff. They have magical gems. These fairies only have one bit of magic to them. If they're old enough, they can control blades of grass. That's it. They don't really have any magical wizardry or anything like that. They just got that. Making like a very low magic world. They aren't gonna have like too much, but they're gonna have just enough to get by, and that's good for them. Now, if they didn't have that much of a society, they would have like used the elders to just go make homes for them out of the grass blades and leaves. If they're brittle, like kind of brittle leaves, then they would just do that to them that way. Alright, so let's do this. Alright, first things first, I'm gonna have the eyeball look like it's popping completely out of the head, just for comedic effect. This is like a gruesome comedic love letter to capitalism, so we're gonna do that. Okay, so we're gonna have that go up to there. This go up to there. There we go. Got a seed going. And let's see. Is it cheaper to is it cheaper for someone to hire you? I don't really charge for my work, so that's pretty cheap as it can be. I'm just not gonna do too much work for someone since I don't charge. But like, I am open to it though. Like, I did some commission work a while back, but that's because I knew the person in real life and I could just get the money that way. I can't be bothered to like just go ahead and charge for it now. And who knows, in this economy, I may change those ideals. So we can just do that, have the nose like so. But yeah, art can be expensive, but it is worth it, in my opinion. Personally, I don't charge, but that doesn't mean that everyone shouldn't. That's just me. And artists is getting hard and expensive for favors or whatever they favor. Yeah. I haven't really tried to hire one because since I am one, I could just make like basically anything I would desire. But I know that it is more expensive to get animators, rightfully so, because animating is a lot of work. I haven't done it in quite a while, but it is expensive. And so it's not AI generated stuff because of it. And AI sucks. You should never use AI. Just practice it on your own. You could do it. Alright, so let's go ahead and put that there and that there. And let's have this go to here, and then have the ripples like that. Alright, there we go. Alright, so here's what we do here. Let's have this look go kind of like that, and actually, it would be funnier if I make the pupils a little bit smaller. So let's do that, and then I can... Well, that was random. Alright. But yeah, generating stuff with AI is just not ideal whatsoever. So, let's do this. Imagine living in a world where everyone is a professional, even 9-year-old. That would be a great world to live. Nah. Personally, I think that would be neat, but we should have some people work for it, and working for it is like half the fun of being able to do so. Like having everyone being able to do something, it doesn't really make anything more special. It just makes it great, and that's just my humble opinion. Work hard for something, and you will be able to get it, and it's just that much better when you continue to have it. So, got that, and cut, boop, and there we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that, and that. Let's actually put that up to the side right there. And with my luck, that one little pixel would fill up the whole page, so let's just close that for right now. I agree with you. Yeah, thanks, Ape Green. Some people are getting lazy. Completely agree, Ape Green. Got to go in the theater. See ya. Bye, Veloctic. Alright, so that seed looks pretty decent now. I'm gonna go ahead and add this, and let's do this. Yeah, I completely agree that like folks are just offshooting like literally all of their brain power to machines, and it's so sad that folks are losing faith in their own humanity. It's almost pathetic in a way. I don't know why I'm saying almost, it is. But, to each their own. Alright, so, got that there. That's fine here. And boom, got this. And let's just have the mouth muscles of the tongue sticking out like that. Here we go. And that's like a funny little chin right there. and let's just do this, and let's do the white teeth. But one thing oh, this is Hawaiian music. Hawaii seems like a relatively relaxing place. Yeah. I recall hearing the story behind it, and it is so sad. Because, like, it used to have their own land, their own queen, and all that. And then, all of a sudden, due to, like, the hospitality that they showed, like, the settlers, then all of a sudden, they lost their land, it got taken from them, and they never really recovered. And that's how Hawaii became a state. It is unfortunate, but it is what it is. This song playing kind of reminds me of "Call one armed brothers when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on." Alright, so I forget the name of it. I think it's "Stand By Me" by I forget, but I think it was a black person from the 1960s. Alright, the one in the green is a boy or a girl. Yeah, this one here, she is a girl. But yeah, I can understand the confusion. So let's go ahead and add the color it in. So the boy got hit in the head with a seed. Oh, I can make this a little bit more funny by adding like some spit coming out of his mouth. So let's just add that real quick. Alright. Just a nice little bit of simplicity. Alright. Alright, and let's also add like a bit of shine to it, so it's kind of easy to tell it's a water droplet. Alright, so that should be good. Yeah, I got relatively new music for this stream, so that works. And I'm glad you think so. And so we got that. Let's color in the seed. Yeah, I'm not really focusing on the background at all this stream. I could do the background if y'all want me to. Like, focus on some of that, because I got a lot of them to do. But, it should be good for right now. Excuse me. Let's just add like a bit of this and a bit of that. Just a little like subtle bit of that, and I think that should ideally do that. I can add some slight effects to it. So let's go ahead and make that a bit yellow. Perhaps red would be better. Alright, so let's make this slightly more red. Oh no, that would look like blood, and I don't want that to come out yet. I want the blood to be obvious. There is going to be blood somewhere in this comic with this, but it's not going to happen yet. So let's make this yellow. Right. Alright, and that contrasts perfectly with this. So let's go ahead and just do that. Let's do it on this side. Just a bit of that. Okay. Alright, so that looks fine like that. Okay, so let's actually go to the background now and do a little something here. Alright, so let's do that. Make that part yellow. Let's do this here. And just gonna add some of that here. And let's make it much darker. Let's see, how does that look? I'm not sure. I think it could work. Do you think? Yeah, I think that's fine like that. I have to remember to put that into the tin later. Alright, so we got that. Let's just add like some small ridges to this to signify that it is a nut. The ridges, I don't know if they go all the way down or not, but I think this is fine. Gets the point across. Alright, so let's add some shine to its eyes. Oh gosh, this song sounds horrible. But I can't skip it as easy, because this is like the online song. That's what's stuck. Let's add the shine to their eyes. I call it that in. I feel like I should probably add some kind of facial hair to this man. Maybe after the events of this specific issue, I can work on that. This has been a pretty long stream, and I'm nearly out of time, so I think I'm just gonna do a bit more finishing touches, and then I'm gonna go ahead and finish it up. But I'm gonna see like how well this did relatively, and if it did do well and the watch time does in fact count, because I need a buttload of it. But if it does count, then I will do this again. If it doesn't, it's just gonna be back to the normal old streams, because I enjoy those normal old streams. And I heard the Outer Wilds music. That means it did switch. But since this is the online music, it's not seamless, and it will just say, "Hey, are you watching?" Like some kind of, uh, I don't know. But it's annoying. So that's that. I'm just gonna let it stay in silence for a bit, if you don't mind. All right, so that's fine there. Let's go ahead and let's fix that now that I remember. Let's do that. And let's increase this to 7. And that should be good. And erase this. Oop, right, there we go. Just gonna add in more of the details, like how the antenna look, because I skipped over that when I was doing this earlier. So, by the way, this be sure to subscribe because I do these randomly. Right. So we're gonna have this. Her head is massive, but that's fine. His head is actually not big enough. Their heads are supposed to be huge. But that's fine. We'll leave it at that. And this is an interesting format though. I may, regardless of how much like the watch time counts, I may do this again at least the next time and try like those 5 minute drawing streams and see how well that does. Because I think that would be pretty fun to do, because these talk to random people significantly more often. Right. But anyways, let's go ahead and do this. Right, so the stream is officially silent now. I was actually thinking about also making like a music creation stream, because I actually did make like a couple songs off camera. I think one of the new ones is in like my latest video, so check that out if you haven't already. I posted it today, so if you haven't seen it, that's understandable. But it's in the background with me like explaining some more lore. Not of these fairies, but of some dwarves that I made. Mushroom dwarves. So if that seems interesting to you, then be sure to check it out. Alright, so that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Okay. Let's get his wings up and ready. Up and at him. At a man. Let's actually decrease that to 2. There we go. And that's fine. And this is fine too. Ooh, ooh, doo, doo, doo. And it doesn't matter too much where the tennis hoops go. That works. I saw it. I'm glad you saw it. 8th green. You are awesome. So let me go ahead, put that there, there, and there, and here, here, and here. There we go. And glad I caught that, because there's a massive mistake. This was supposed to be blue too, but it wasn't. It wasn't blue at all. And so let's actually improve the winds ever so slightly by doing that and that. And that should be fine. And here. Alright, perfect. And that's basically it for that. Sorry, I like it. Glad you like it. All right, so let's do all that. But yeah, at least like some folks seem to really enjoy my comic, and I'm happy about that. It's just I don't know how I can advertise it more efficiently. All right, and just like that, it's all done. So, if you enjoy this, be sure to press that like button, subscribe because I do these randomly, so you don't miss another one. And share it with your friends. And until next time, this is Invasion Animation. Get in there.